Hey, beautiful people, it's Rickita and I'm back with another video. Now, this video, you guys, we have Enrique here and he is in Nashville, correct?
Correct.
He's in Nashville, you guys, and he was telling me about different properties that people out there building right now. So that's basically what we want to get into today. We want to talk about the new construction side of everything. But please go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and let us know what exactly you do and what you help with.
So yes, my name is Enrique Selman. I'm an agent here in Nashville. I've been in real estate for like 4 years now. Mainly work with investors, builders, and things like that. I work with the buyers and here and there as well. But myself, I also do some of my own projects. So I do some development and also do some investing on my side as far as flips and things like that.
Tell us a little bit about flips. Some people may not know terms, so I'm going to keep it.
Like rehabs. So, you know, buying a home that's distressed, buying it at a off-market price, taking the property, rehabbing it, fixing it up, making it modern, taking care of all the issues, and then putting it back on the market to sell.
Okay, perfect. So that's like basically a property that can be ugly, you guys. You go ahead, fix it up, make it look nice, make sure that everything is fixed, and then you just go ahead and resell it. So now it's the perfect property that a lot of people later on buy anyway.
Correct.
Okay, perfect, perfect. And how long have you been in the business?
4 years now.
For 4 years. You like it?
I love it. You know?
That's good. That's good. Has it been crazy during the COVID season, should I call it?
Yeah, it has. It's been crazy, but the crazy thing is like 2020 and 2021 have been some of my best years in real estate like ever. Like it's been crazy busy, and it just hasn't stopped. I feel like, I guess with people being in the house, they just felt like, you know, they start realizing, you know what, I want a bigger house, or I want a different house. So everybody just started going out buying. And then
yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I see that a lot too. Now let's get into this new construction, because a lot of people, they do want to build their home. A lot of people, they look into it. They think it's going to be hard. Tell us a little bit about new construction, and especially in your area. How is new construction working in your area?
So in Nashville, they're doing a lot of, there's so many people moving to the city. We've got all these large technology companies who've come here. Amazon has come here. Oracle is coming here later next year. And several other different companies. So with all this influx of people moving here to increase the density in the city to allow people to live in the city limits of Nashville, they've started implementing the ability to put more than one house on a lot. So they changed the zoning to where they allowed that a house that used to be, that was built in the 50s or 60s, that's on this property, used to be one house. Now they're taking that, tear that house down and build two houses right next to each other. This product is called an HPR, which stands for Horizontal Property Regime. And essentially, it's similar to, it would look to people who don't know, like that looks like it's a duplex, but it's not a duplex. The duplex is one property owned with two different doors owned by someone. Each one is owned separately by two separate families, two separate individuals. Or one person can own both of them, but there's still two separate single-family homes.
And they still have their own yard, correct?
Yeah, they'll have their own yard. It'll be split in half. So the yard is not going to be as big as it was when there was one house on there, but you know, it'll still be big enough to have a decent sized yard depending on the size of the lot. But so if the address is 123 Main Street, it'll be 123 Main Street A, 123 Main Street B. So their own, own meters, own mailbox, own everything like that. Mm-hmm.
So with that, how would they get into that property? Is that property already built?
Yeah,
or is that something they have to?
The way the market is now, I mean, sometimes they're already built, and then as soon as a builder finishes constructing them, they'll list them. So me, for example, I work with a few different builders who build these types of properties. So they'll have the land, they'll build on it, they'll have the two properties. Sometimes we'll list them pre-sale before they're done, because stuff moves so fast right now in Nashville. So sometimes people will buy them before they're completed, and then when they're complete, we'll close. But other times they'll already be complete. They'll list them as soon as they're done, and usually those things on the market 1, 2, 3 days, and then they're gone. You know, so that's pretty much kind of how that would work.
That sounds amazing. So that means for those people that want a freshly built home, you want a new construction home, you don't have to wait that 6 to 9 months sometimes, because some of them you can go ahead and put your offer in now. Yeah. You can get under contract now, and when it's done, you in there.
You're in there. Or if you you have a realtor who knows what to look for as far as the type of land that you want to build something like that on, they can find it for you and find the house that's there, and then you can buy that lot or buy that house that is there, the current house, have that torn down, and have the builder go ahead and build the house, you know, how you would want it from the ground up. So just having an agent who has relationships with builders who can do that for you, you know, is going to be the key for something like that. If somebody wanted to get into it, you know, fresh and see the whole process.
Okay. And how long does it typically take for them to actually build?
There's so many people out there with debt, so much debt, you guys, that they can't even get a car, they can't get a mortgage, they can't even get a credit card. Like, I mean, a $200 credit card. Some people can't even get a secure credit card. So that's why I created my exclusive credit membership, and it's only $1, you guys. So my exclusive credit membership, you guys will actually get the letters to delete bankruptcies, charge off, repossessions, any negative account that you have in your credit reports. I have the letter so you guys can get that deleted. But guess what? Just because you guys are a part of my exclusive membership, you can get all those letters. But say if you don't want to do all that work, I have it so that you guys can get free credit repair. So that means I will actually start working to help you remove these accounts from your credit reports. And look right here, look all the results that my clients are getting. So definitely remember, you guys can join my exclusive membership for just $1. And I'll have that link down below. Or you guys can text SCORE 21,000 and you guys will have that link. So I'll see you guys in my exclusive membership.
The last one my builder did, so he started on it. He started going vertical on it in April, at the end of April, and we closed Friday, so like 5 months. Yeah.
Oh wow, y'all don't have a lumber problem?
Yeah.
A lumber shortage? They don't play, huh?
Even though lumber prices have been going down, but yeah, okay. in the dead of the summer, it was crazy. Prices were just like through the roof. So it was messing up a few people's budgets, and that's what's also made it difficult and made the inventory so low, because not everyone can just be a builder now. Not all these different fly-by-night builders who come in and, you know, don't know what they're doing, don't really have their systems and stuff in place. Those are the ones who fall by the wayside. So if there's not more houses getting built because people can't afford the lumber, then, you know, supply and demand. You know,
yeah.
So that's kind of why things are, and people coming in from other cities paying $20,000, $30,000 over the list price because they can and have cash.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Now, what exactly do you, not, I want to say what exactly, but who do you like to help the most? Like, what's your expertise? Because you can help more than just people that want to do new construction.
Yeah, my expertise. Help? Yeah, I mean, I help buyers as well. Most of the buyers are people who I would work with when I list a property, because I usually deal mainly with sellers. My sellers are usually investors and builders.
Okay.
So like 4 different builders that are local builders here in Nashville that I work with, and then a couple like one-off investors who might like find a property or find a lot and they want to build on and let me list it. So that's primarily what I do, and then I list my own stuff when I do a rehab, or when I have 4 new constructions going right now. So when those are get done, of course I'll list those myself. And as far as buyers like sometimes will get off of me listing a property and they don't have an agent, and they'll come up and be interested. Or they'll see a post I post on social media and you know, want to get the property. So I'll do the buy side that way as well. And then they may refer me someone and I can help them as that way also.
And that's perfect too, when you can do both sides of it. Are you able to do both sides of the deal? Because I know certain states you can't.
Yeah,
you can't do both sides.
Sides of the deal.
And for people that don't know what that is, that means that if he lists a property and you guys like, I need to get into a property, you talking to the person that listed. You know, let me talk to the other agent. Let me call them up. Let me see what they're going to say. He is it. He going to help you with both. He going to help on both sides, basically. So he's helping the seller and he's going to actually help you too. And what were you going to say? I'm sorry.
I'm saying you essentially be the facilitator of the deal. You're no longer the designated agent. So you facilitate, but still your fiduciary responsibility is to the seller, because that's who you're under contract with. But in the term of the contract, you're the facilitator. So you just get both sides of the deal.
And that's perfect for those people that, because sometimes you try to talk to the seller and you a buyer's agent, it's HELL. It's just too much.
Yeah.
You like, what's going on? You trying to communicate this, communicate that. You the plug. You got both sides, basically. So do you help other people that want to invest in that area too? Because I like to invest, and I know it's a lot of investors out there. Like, Rickita, where should I put my money? What's going on? Are you able to help with that type of stuff?
Yeah, I do that all the time. Because there are some people who just, you know, they just want to just kind of be silent investors. They don't want to get in the brunt of the project and doing it. They just want to, you know, put some money up and get a return on their money. So a lot of times when I'm ready to get the construction loan or do something as far as putting towards the rehab, then they'll say, okay, I can invest X amount of dollars. And I say, okay, I give whatever amount we agree on their return, and they'll get it back 6 months, to a year, depending on, the project and the size of it and how long it's going to take. I'm gonna do something like that. So yeah, I work with other investors all the time on that. The 4 that I'm doing right now, I have investors on those who invested to put into, because you really, to do these type of things, unless, you've been doing it for a good amount of time, or you have a large amount of private money or your own money, you're gonna need help to make it happen. There's not a shortage of money out there. There's plenty of money. So to get these type of things done, you don't have to just be floating in your own money. You just have to make the right connections to get somebody to fund the deal. And that's something that I had to learn, because I was like, I can't take on this, or I don't have this amount of, how am I going to get this $1 million loan for this, to do this build? And there's ways to do it. Once you have a deal, and you have the land, and you have the property, you can get somebody who's gonna want to invest to help you with it.
Yeah, what type of homes do y'all typically have out there? So you kind of told me about the single families. What about if people want to get into like multifamilies? I usually tell some people, if they can, try to get a 4-unit if you're gonna buy your first property. Do y'all have those out there?
Yeah, we have triplexes, duplexes, multifamily units out here. There's a lot of those, and a lot of times they don't really build those anymore, new. So most of the time they're going to be older ones that you're going to need to buy, rehab, or do like a little bit of work to, just to get it, up a little bit, because a lot of times they're in areas that, like I said, are kind of changing, and the areas changing and everything like that. So the properties are old; they're going to be built in the 50s. So you're going to need a little work on them to, get a higher margin on your rent. So yeah, there's plenty of those. And I say the same thing. I advocate buying a multifamily, especially if you're single. It's going to be your first property. Like, you don't need to buy this dream single family home with a yard and all that, like, or even a townhome. I would say get a duplex, live on one side, rent the other side out. And then when you're ready to get that, later, that house that you want to get, then rent both sides. And now you've got a property right here, and you're an investor officially.
Don't forget, you only need a 580 credit score to buy a home. Some people can go all the way down to a 500 credit score. So all I want you to do is go ahead and click that link for my home buying program, and I'll help you step by step find a mortgage broker or find a bank to actually give you the money to get a loan, and then I'll connect you with one of my partners in the United States. So I don't care where you at. I don't care if you're in Georgia, Texas, Florida, Wisconsin. I don't care where you at. You can even be in Cali. Go ahead and click that link and join my home buying program.
Yeah, you're an investor. So basically, if you were to do like what he just said, you stay on one side and rent out the other side. That money that's coming in, you can put that towards your mortgage, just you're going to be paying, put it towards any expense that you have. And when you finally move out of that property, now you're going to have all the bills paid for that property, which means you're paying down that property and you building equity. That's your wealth right there. And then also you're going to have extra money, hopefully, if you buy right.
Yeah, you buy right. That's right.
Now, what type of loans will people get for these type of properties?
To build themselves, or to just for someone?
Let's talk about both. New construction. What type of loan will people get for those?
The type of loan you're going to get, you're going to do a commercial construction loan. You can do that with any bank. I like to recommend working with smaller banks, privately owned banks, not banks owned by hedge funds and big corporations like Bank of America and stuff like that. Nothing against those, but when it comes to getting these type of loans, it's really more of a relationship situation. So usually you're going to get referred from someone else who's already gotten a construction loan, who's already worked with whoever the commercial lender is at said bank. So that's the first. So if you're going through a bank or something like that, of course, that's where they're going to have your tax returns and your credit score and all, just like you would if you're going to get a conventional regular loan to buy a house. The only difference is the down payment is going to be higher, because depending on how much it's going to cost to build the property, and the terms are going to be a little bit different. It's not going to be like the interest rates you would get on a regular conventional loan for a house that's going to be your personal property house. You're going to be selling this for a profit. So there's that way, and then there's also private.
One second, let me ask a question about that. Why would they go a commercial route with this if they want to live in it?
If they want to live in it? Well, no. Well, it still would be considered that, because it's still considered a commercial loan, even if you are going to live in it, it's because it's a build. You're going to be building the house. So
okay.
So it's a construction loan, so they call it essentially like a commercial loan, but it's a construction loan. So it's not going to go the same by, you can't do like an FHA or anything like that, an actual construction loan to build the property. So your builder would have a plan. They would have to show the plans to the lender, show the budget to the lender, so they'll know how much it's going to cost per square foot to build the property and what's the timeline. And then as they start building it, the lender will send out draws like 25% every time certain things are finished. And then the builder, who's also the project manager, would manage the whole build. So you want to make sure you have a builder who you can trust, who's reputable, who knows what they're doing, and doesn't delay, funds. Because every month you're going to be paying interest payments on that loan. Because usually they're going to have given you a loan to buy the land and a loan on the construction.
Okay. And when they get this for I forgot what you call it, the horizontal homes?
Yeah, the HPRs.
HPR. For those, are they building both homes and they're going to sell off the other one?
Yeah. Sometimes, they're gonna build both of them and sell both of them. Sometimes some investors will build one, can be build two, keep one, sell the other one. And then the money that they made off the other one, they'll pay down the construction loan that they have on the total project. So now say if this property, they build it, say it costs $350,000 to build, like period, right? And then they sell the house for, $450,000 just for easy numbers. And they could take the 100 that they made or they cleared or whatever and pay down that $350 that they have. So now the house that's worth $450, because that's what it sold at, the other one did. This one now has a $250,000 note. So now they can rent. So that's how they continue to. And now that house becomes like a bank because they can go in, they've been pull equity out to put that towards another deal later on. And then they usually the one they keep, they usually will just rent it. They won't even live in it. They'll just rent this side and then sell the other one.
Oh wow! And what type of credit score should they be looking to have for something like this?
The higher the better, especially for a construction loan. So most of the time, if whoever introduced you to the lender, if you have a relationship, they're gonna want like at least a 650, 660 credit score.
Okay.
Credit's not the big.
That's not too bad, but higher better.
The main thing they want to make sure is that you have money put away. So they want to see that you have a decent amount of funds in the bank for if anything is to go wrong, you can cover that type of thing. So, and then they're also going to want to know if you have experience, or at least the builder that you're working with has done a lot of projects before. And that sort of thing. Yeah.
Okay, that's amazing. So what about if they want to get into like multifamily? What type of loan would they get for like multifamily properties?
You could just do a regular conventional or even FHA loan.
Okay, perfect. And what type of credit score are they needing in your area for that?
Right. It really depends on the lender, but I've seen people get funded and get done for like as low as 580.
Okay, so y'all can go down to 580, but it's best, you guys. Even though they say 580, try to get higher if you can. Like seriously,
640.
That's very important.
That's the number I tell people. You 640, you're good across the board from almost any lender most of the time.
Perfect. So what type of advice would you give to those that's looking to buy? Like if you're looking to buy out there, what type of advice would you give to first-time buyers that's looking to buy out in your area?
That's coming from somewhere else to buy here?
Well, maybe in that area, but they just a first-time buyer. They don't know what's going on. Like,
I would say first.
Oh my gosh, you guys, look at these results that one of my clients got just from opening a self account. Now this self account is amazing. So I have this account also. I paid $48 per month, and then after a year they send me all my money back. But you know the best part, I'm saving money, and then they're reporting to the credit bureaus, all 3 credit bureaus, every month that I'm paying on time, which is really boosting my credit score, you guys. So definitely, if you don't have a self account right now, it's an installment account, your credit score is really low, get that self account. You're going to be so happy that you did it.
The first thing to be sure that you have your credit in order. So the credit score, like I said, at least a 640, have that together. I would say, of course, get pre-approved first. So don't start doing things with your credit. Go talk to a lender first. Let them tell you, okay, fix this, this or that. Or they might say, don't even touch this. Don't worry about this. Pay this card down a little bit and you're good. So I always say, like, don't try to go fix your credit on your own. Like, talk to a lender first. Let them tell you what you need to do. Get pre-approved. Once you have that pre-approval done, now it's time you can go start looking for a property. In the meantime of that, at least have you a little bit of money put away. If you're a first-time home buyer and you're just looking for a home that's going to be in the $250 to $350 range, you want to put away at least a good $10,000, $12,000, I would say. Try just for closing costs. If you have to pay any kind of down payment, 3.5% or something. But there's a lot of 0% loan programs out right now too. So I would still say, just to be safe, have it. Yeah. And then, so have those ducks in a row first before you start looking at properties. That's before you start calling an agent to tell you to go look at properties, because I've got a strict, I don't go look at a property till you show me a pre-approval letter or till we get one.
Yes. I always tell people that, like, so if you're looking to buy, definitely let me know, because I have the connections with the mortgage brokers, and definitely connect you with the right realtor that you can get connected with. Now, tell me, this is like the final thing. Everybody want to know this. Tell me a situation where you was helping a buyer or seller and something happened. Like now it's to the point where they're not going to be able to close, but you came in, you saved the day, and you helped them out. Tell us about that situation that you may have helped that buyer or seller with.
Let's see. Yeah, well, it's been several different ones. It's crazy, but the most recent I could think of, there was a situation where the buyers who were buying the property, we were listing the property. They asked for, no, it was the other way around. The sellers, the buyers that I had that was purchasing the property, they thought that they were getting all of the appliances, but in the actual contract, they didn't put washer and dryer in there. We didn't put that in there because it was all items per MLS, and MLS didn't have that in there. So with that being said, we get to the final walkthrough, and then the washer and dryer is not in there. So she's like freaking out. She's like, I'm not gonna close. No, they're supposed to give me washer and dryer. I'm like, well, actually, no. You signed. It's not supposed to have washer and dryer. So she was pissed. She was mad at me. She was mad at them. I'm talking to them like, can they bring the washer? She's like, no, they're not gonna get the washer and dryer. I ended up just having to buy the washer and dryer. So
you ended up buying it.
I ended up buying it.
Oh my gosh, that happened to me plenty of times before. When I was feet on the ground realtor back in Wisconsin, that happened to me.
Yeah.
So, it's all gone. So y'all need to look at those contracts. Make sure.
That slips.
Yes, make sure.
Get slipped in. You know. And
good to save the day.
Yeah, but it worked out. So she was happy. She got to bring the washer and dryer. I was like, all right, let's just get the deal done.
Yeah. That's nice. Now tell everybody how they can actually get in touch with you, how they can actually like follow you in your, like, I know you're on Instagram. Where else are you at? And let us know on Instagram where at.
On Instagram, it's at dos_Riques. So DOS_RIQUES. That's the Instagram. And then Facebook, Enrique Selman II. And also my website is enrique.selman.simplyhome.com.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming on. I feel like I learned a lot. I never heard about 2 properties on one lot.
It's a very unique
family. That's a whole different ballpark.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure a lot of people learn so much from this. Now, if you guys want to get in contact with him, or if you're looking for a realtor in your area, definitely let us know. And then you have connections too for people that may need to find that special lender that you was referring to, correct?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I have connections with different lenders for all kinds of special situations. So yes, can definitely reach out to me on that.
Okay, perfect. Well, thank you so much for coming and doing the live. Thank you so much. And hopefully we'll come back later on and talk about a few clients that we helped together be able to purchase their home or purchase some investment properties.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's do it. All righty.
There's so many people out there with debt. So much debt, you guys, that they can't even get a car. They can't get a mortgage. They can't even get a credit card. Like, I mean, a $200 credit card. Some people can't even get a secure credit card. So that's why I created my exclusive credit membership. And it's only $1, you guys. So my exclusive credit membership, you guys will actually get the letters to delete bankruptcies, charge off, repossessions, any negative account that you have in your credit reports. I have the letter so you guys can get that deleted. But guess what? Just because you guys are a part of my exclusive membership, you can get all those letters. But say if you don't want to do all that work, I have it so that you guys can get free credit repairs. So that means I will actually start working to help you remove these accounts from your credit reports. And look right here, look all the results that my clients are getting. So definitely remember, you guys can join my exclusive membership for just $1. And I'll have that link down below. Or you guys can text SCORE 21,000 and you guys will have that link. So I'll see you guys in my exclusive membership.